I am so excited to be here with you guys on this. Oh man, it's the 30th of January, 2022. You know what? This already has been an amazing year. And I am just over the moon, I guess you would say, about what the rest of this year is in store. Now, I am looking for today, I'm going to be looking for some interaction with you guys. So just go ahead while we're doing this, while I'm introing, if anyone else you haven't spoken to yet, go ahead to jump on the call. Go ahead and send them a quick text message. We are live. Yes, it's been a big weekend, but we are live today and we are going to have some fun. So I know we've had an amazing training weekend for those of us who joined in person. Oh, also, if you can go ahead and of course, turn your cameras on, because what I want to do, again, I want to be interactive with today. I want to make this fun and engaging. So guys, if you can, I understand, everything with people, with what they have going on. So I do respect that. But if you can, let's join and have a little fun today. My name is Jomar Sharp. If this is your first time on a call with me, I am currently living in Dallas, Texas, originally from Houston, Texas. So I guess you just call me a Texan. but I'm really happy to be here and honored, and really to close out the last Sunday of the month. And next month we got some big surprises for you. It won't be me here on Sundays, but let me tell you who is going to be here. I'll leave it a secret, but there's going to be some really good training going on, some product training. So, but what I want to do, I'm actually going to try to do something different. So, as everyone kind of knows, this is the weekend of the Dallas Emerge event. And for me, the Emerge event still continues on. I just made it home from catching up with a friend of mine and her partner, just to share with what I have going on and things like that. Just kind of just planting a seed, because it's about, one of the things I took from this weekend is relationship building. So this is within ACN and also with your business, the people building that rapport and growing from there. So what I want to do, just bear with me real quick. I actually want to play a video. And I will say that this is kind of personal. So I normally don't do things like this, but there was something about this weekend that spoke to me to do this. And let me say that Saturday, it was, for lack of a better word, it was magical for me, because there were so many things that I'd been worrying about. There's so many things I've been pondering or meditating on or praying about and speaking on and looking for other, signs and I don't know, just there was a lot of things that were on my mind and have been on my mind. And I would say yesterday was truly magical. Mr. Thomas, everything that he had planned and really coming down and really shaking my world and my ACN business. So I just I'm not sure if he's on the call. I think he's in the air headed back to Vegas right now. But I just wanted to still give my regards and appreciation for him. And Mr. Foster, what an event, sir, what an event. So I'm really, really honored to have hosted the event with you, man. It takes me back to old times. So I just want to say I appreciate you so much, sir. And I think, it seemed like everybody had a great time at the event. So just want to say thank you. Mr. Jabri Clemens, man. Oh, man, we did miss you in Dallas, but I did call you on Friday, so I understand, but just want to say thank you so much. Now, I've given everybody enough time with the intro. Oh, also, let me just go across all the leaders. I mean, Miss Jocelyn Driscoll, Stephen Payton, you got Natasha. I mean, every I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything. And for those who are able to join and join on with video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now bear with me because I'm going to try to play something from my phone that I mentioned. It was something very personal. And what I did on Saturday morning, I recorded, it's almost like I took a video documentary or documentation of Saturday morning. You'll see what happened in when I explained it, but it was just me. I really actually honestly recorded it for myself, just something to remember this moment. But I thought, you know what? Let me just go ahead and share this with you guys because you guys are family and there's no need for me to keep this only to myself. So I hope this really blesses someone and that this training is going to go beyond product training because the product in this training, the product is you. Or in this case, the product was me internally. So again, I hope this really blesses you guys. Things happen for a reason. Waking up this morning, come to the Dallas Emerge event. Didn't start off too smoothly, but let's just say domino effect into, all right, running a little late. Okay, that's fine. Mr. Thomas had a special request for me to handle something this morning. Okay, all right, can do that. Definitely no problem there. But in that process, I actually had this flower lapel pin. It fell off my jacket, and it, the little bottom piece came off, and Mr. Thomas actually found it on the floor, so picked it up, handed it back to me. Great. I said, thank you, sir. Thank you for that. Then I'm headed back to the elevator, and I walk in the elevator. Oh, and then I'm trying to fix it right at the elevator bank, going before I even hit the button. And on my way, my ETL pin falls off. And actually, the funny thing is, before that, I tell Mr. Thomas, I said, hey, I guess it wasn't meant for me to wear the flower lapel today. And he said, no, looks like it is, because he found the backing or the little bottom part. And as I'm walking over to lift to fix it, put it back on my jacket, I take my jacket off. The next thing that falls off is my ETL pin. That ETL pin, and I'm like thinking, ETL pin? I guess it wasn't meant for me to wear today. Although this morning I said, hey, this is the last time that I'm going to be wearing this ETL pin. I'm done with it. It's time to pin up. And it's actually just a blessing that because of all the domino effect, then after that, I walk onto the elevator, and lo and behold, is Senior Vice President, Mr. James Adlam, one of my original inspirations when I started in this business. And if you know, soaring like an eagle, soar like an eagle. But I'm just really happy to domino effect, and the things started off a little negative this morning with all the things happening, but things happen for a reason, and this is definitely a documentation of that. And so today is just going to be a great day. So really excited and looking forward to what Dallas Emerge has to offer for the rest of the event. Yes. Okay. So I actually had something to show you as well. So here, let me share this. So there was also, let me show you the picture that I took with Mr. James Adlam. And it was, boom. I was like, you know what? This right here, this moment takes it back full circle from last Dallas Emerge event, because Mr. Foster and I, sitting next to each other, talked about getting up and going and trying to take a picture with an SVP or take a picture with this person or that person. And you know what? No, what Mr. Foster, I want you guys to go back to that training, because that training, oh man, it resonates with me. But this picture captures all of that training from Mr. Foster, because in that moment when I met him, I walked into the elevator and said, what a blessing it is to meet you. He looked up from his phone very slowly, smiled, and said, hi, I'm James. Stuck his hand out. I shook his hand with a big old smile, as you can see there. And I said, my name is Jomar. And he said, Jomar? Jomar? That name sounds, Jomar. And I said, my last name's Sharp. He said, Jomar Sharp, huh? Now, that name sounds familiar, and I know there's not a lot of Jomars in this business, are there? I said, no, sir, there's not. I said, And so just to think, just in that moment that he actually even thought might have known my name. I don't know where, don't know how, but it was just, when you go back to Mr. Sam Foster's training, if you remember that, it was the training about when he died at the Emerge event. And it was because he needed to become new. He wanted the senior vice presidents, the leaders, to know and remember his name. And here was a moment to me where it just was a second that, do I know that name? And so when I think about all of that happening, full circle, woke up, putting the ETL pin on, saying, this is the last time I'm wearing the ETL pin. Put it on the fly, oh, that falls off, not meant for me to wear. Nope, I guess it was really not meant for me to wear the ETL pin, because I am not an ETL anymore. No, I actually am someone that I know deep down, the leaders will know my name. Like Mr. Foster said, the leaders will know my name. And I want you guys, and I only say that as an inspiration to you guys to think that way, because one, you want the leaders to know your name because that means you're doing something major. You're doing something big. You're on the charts and you're leading. Secondly, you actually want people to walk into an elevator and be excited to see you and recognize you because of how big and massive of what you're doing. It was just almost a life-changing moment, because if you go back to the training or the SVP promotion of Mr. James Adlam, it is on YouTube. Google it. I highly suggest you Google it. I was going to play it tonight, but I'm not going to do it. I want you to go and do this tomorrow morning, later tonight when we get off, but go and look at that, because that SVP speech was one of the most inspiring ones I have seen. It's at the top of my SVP promotion, motivational kind of, like it hit me. Honestly, it made me cry the very first time I heard it, because I resonated with what he was saying so deeply. And to now be able to meet him face to face in an elevator and actually share a conversation with him with no distractions, because it was just him and I, is such an amazing thing. And there was a split second where he thought he might have known me or remembered the name. And again, I want this to be an inspiration to you. But now, again, that was very personal for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, as family, because hopefully it inspires you. But what I would love to do tonight is spend some time. Not only, I don't want to only talk about what I got from the Emerge event. I'm not going to go and do a recap. We've gone through trainings. I want this to be an interactive conversation between all of us, because what I think is important is everyone catches little things at different times. You've taken a note about what you saw, what resonated with you. And I just want to go to anyone who wants to share on the call, share just one thing. And of course, keep it brief, 30 seconds if you can, just brief about one thing. It doesn't have to be a certain phrase. It doesn't have to be a certain thing that you wrote down in your notepad. It could be how you felt. So for me, I'll share mine at the very end, what it is, but all the story leading up to it, it is the reason why what I want to share later is what I took from this weekend. So I don't know if any of you want to jump off mute and share it, jump off mute and share.
Yes,
I think the line should be open. Oh, Mr. Foster, what's going on, sir?
What's going on, Mr. Sharp? Yes, sir. I just wanted to be brief, of course, man. What I took from it was servanthood, man. Servanthood. Servanthood can be tiring, it can be exhausting, and it can be exhilarating at the same time. So just servanthood, being able to serve. I think I got that much out of it. It was tiring, but it was rewarding, and it was good to see everybody enjoyed themselves. And it was an overflow of emotions and appreciation. So thank you.
Yes, sir. No, thank you for that. And I resonate with you with that. I mean, it was, you and I that helped put, it was just you and I that put the event after the event together. We had some support and help from Mr. Jabri Clemens, got that new flyer set up and ready to go for us. And of course, Mr. Thomas, got some of the leaders there too. So yeah, servanthood, that is a really good one. Next person.
This is Sharian.
Hey girl.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I like them glasses.
Thank you. Just being able to embrace the event virtually. I think this was the first time ACN actually did a live event and streamed it for us to be able to still get the same interaction. And when Mr. Thomas did the after event and he streamed it for us to be able to chime in, and you guys did an amazing job. And just being able, even though I wasn't physically there, I was still able to embrace what it was that was happening, and seeing ACN through the pandemic purchasing other companies and putting other people in a better position. That just spoke volumes to me. So appreciate you guys for doing what you do, and it was just amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Sharian. I mean, that is so good. I mean, that was something that also resonated with me, because it's, wow, things happen, life happens, and we're in a pandemic. Not everybody's comfortable with going and traveling, getting on a plane, but that doesn't mean you still should not have the opportunity to learn, grow, and develop. And I am so, so glad that they're able to give that as an option. And because I think it's so much value, for those that couldn't make it, life, physical, medical, every reason, and across the board, but still they can chime in at a reasonable price at that, still chime in and get that information, so they can still support and grow their business and reach their goals. No, that is a really, really good one. I love that one. Thank you.
Celia
from Woodland, California.
Yep. I also watch it virtual, and piggyback on Sharian. It's exciting. Like I said, it's always more exciting when you're live, but I still got the excitement even after you guys did a great job afterwards, and the after event. So just the excitement and like I was there. But yeah, the feeling, it's just really good. But you have to be there at a live one to keep on feeling that way, that event, to just motivate you.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, and I agree. There's something about being able to see and hear, and that energy that just kind of resonates. It's almost like you can almost hear it when you walk in. And when I walked in, and again, I was kind of in this weird state after seeing, Mr. James Adlam. But when I walked in that room, I just felt this, it was just this positive energy there. And I walk in, people are smiling. I think I passed by Tony Kupis, gave him a fist pump. It's like such an amazing thing. And oh man, that energy in that room, unmatched. But you're right. But hey, you were still able to get the information, take notes from the comfort of your home, which is beautiful. So yes, so thank you for that, Ms. Celia. Anyone else? Mr. Fetty Sherman, I know you pulled out your notebook. You were thinking, maybe there's something I could say as well. Hey, chime on in. Come on. Go ahead. If anything, it could be something simple as, I'm just happy that I was able to watch it, or I was happy to see this person. Anything, if you don't mind sharing.
I was super happy to watch it. And I said to myself, man, you done been to a lot of events, but this seemed like it's the best one ever. How could that be, man? I'm saying, what's wrong with you? And all the speakers and the leaders and the promotions, it was like, I'm jacked up. I felt like I was high. I don't do that, but I felt like I was high, man. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And oh man, that's what I mean. That energy in there, it was so amazing. It's just, I actually probably agree with you. It was one of the best events that they have ever put on. The speakers, the knowledge, the energy, it was straight to the point. Let's get the meat and potatoes in here. Let's go. Yes, yes. No fluff. No, we got to stretch this out. It's like, no. Each speaker, 20 minutes. That means intro. Get to the overline, what you're going to say. Get to the meat and potatoes. Dessert up. Let's go ahead and skip dessert. No, we need to get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get to it. So I completely agree, Mr. Sherman. I mean, it was one of the truly best events they put on. Yes, yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yes, Jomar, this is Patrick Thomas. It was great to see some of our ACN family. Great to connect with you there, and Sam and Marie, I think. And but the energy, as you all were stating, it was great. And one thing that was wonderful for me was also to hear the stories of those who received promotions, and just the obstacles that they overcame to get where they got to. And so that was very inspirational and motivating to me. So it was a great event.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we actually got to break bread yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So that was great.
Yes, sir.
So, yes. We had some good old times, right? During the lunch break, we walked out and we were trying to find somewhere, and we actually, because I know the area, my wife grew up kind of right down the street from there, and that's where kind of an area where we used to go on days. So got a nice Ben and Jerry's ice cream there. We go walk around a little lake and everything. But I mean, I knew the different places around there, and there was this one restaurant, little pub that no one knew about. It's really kind of one block off the main street. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let's try there, because we'll probably be able to get in, sit down, and be back in time, back in our seats before it started again. And it worked out great. So yes, we got to break bread, had a great connection. Actually, we were able to peek somebody on the way, a guy on the way in. So
that's right.
So that was really nice too.
That's right. That's right. Tired of washing cars.
Yeah, got washing cars. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Jomar, this is Catherine Williams. Couple quick things before I walk into work. One is the promotions, which we have not been able to see unless we were there live, reinforce the reason to push. And two, chicken and eggs. It hit my Midwest heart.
Yes,
and I thank you guys. I have to log out if I'm headed to work. Bye.
Thank you so much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, sis. Yes. Oh, the promotions are so great and so motivating, and definitely agree. The chicken and eggs. Eggs represent your customers. Eggs. Go get some eggs. Go get some eggs. And you know what? Go get some chickens, because chickens are your IBOs. Chickens, they make eggs. They make those customers. Then go find some more chickens. Then make some more eggs. Because chickens make eggs. Oh man, that's so great. And it actually puts it in this visual metaphor of like, wow, all right, I can see that. That's all we got to do. Just find some chickens. How hard is it to find some chickens? So thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else? Mr. Ransom, anything? Mr. Dave Culver? Miss Natasha Ismail, I know you were listening in.
Jomar, this is Daryl. I'll just be real quick. The after event, you guys, that was thank you for giving us opportunity to join in. That was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great event. It's almost, they always say, there's almost the more important events are the event before the event and the event after the event. And I'm so glad that we're able to stream that and share it with everyone as well, because it brings it all together, kind of closes this. It's your bookend, you know, what is the title? What is this about? Great, got all them, everything, but you know what? We've got to close it all together. So yes, you're right. You're right.
Hey,
Thank you for
Jomar.
that. Hey, Natasha.
So, first of all, how are you? Hello. I love the walls behind you. You always have like these different walls, and I'm going to ask you about them soon. But as far as the events go, this was nothing less than an international. Like, it totally felt like an international. It looked like an international.
Yes.
And I think it was so amazing that they were able to stream it, because people that weren't there or weren't able to go, yes, they were able to, you know, watch everything and get the same feeling, but there is nothing that replaces in person. And I would bet that everybody that was watching said, I wish I was there. And so, I mean, for Oklahoma City, like that, it was just so amazing. And I'm so thankful that the co-founders were streaming it, because that gave us all our vision, and you know, it just energized everyone. So it was amazing, and you guys did so amazing at the event. After the event, I'm gonna hit you up about my VIP seat though later, but you know, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh man, thank you so much. Oh yes, you're so right. It was nothing short of an international. I mean, being in there, I almost forgot it's a different name. It was Emerge, but in my mind, it was actually an international event. You know, they call them the regionalized international events is what I look at. Your international events is what it is, because there were people flying in internationally. So yes, thank you for that. And you know what? These walls, we'll talk about it. I say this wall, this is actually a wallpaper my wife asked me to put up in our office, and it was an investment of time. So yes, thank you for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of the walls have different designs on them. You just keep switching seats everywhere, just to have a different background.
It's actually something, no, can't show you that. No, thank you. And you know what, your PIC, hey, I needed to see a ticket booked, and I didn't see that. So maybe next time though.
Hey,
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Sharp, this is Dave Culver.
Hey.
Unfortunately, I couldn't go out to take care of my father. My father's dealing with Alzheimer's right now, but I had a chance to see the event. But it was nothing short of amazing. As far as what the co-founders have done and the speakers, and I feel like the timing was perfect. It felt like it needed AC needed to burst again, and with everything needed to come as far as I learned so much. It was like, and I think one of the speakers that really hit home with me was Harsh Patel, as far as presenting, just simplified everything right now. Just like, I think the one thing I got is like, get out of your head, just make it simple. Just make it simple. Just go with urgency, just make it simple. And I feel like this is our year we just need to be urgent and just make it simple, make it fun. So that's all I have.
Yes, thank you for that. And I agree. It's timing was perfect. This
right.
There was so many things leading up to it that like led up to this was needed. At this time, this was exactly what was needed. And I think it was just perfect timing. And you're right. Simplicity. I wrote that down. I think that was kind of like on my second page of notes, I wrote simplicity on there. So second or third page. But yeah, no, I agree. We just need to go out and keep it simple. Stop overcomplicating it. I mean, me being an urchin, I research, understand. So, oh man. So yes. Thank you. Yes, 12 minutes. Get the presentation down to 12 minutes. Yes, so true. So thank you for that, Mr. Dave Culver. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, I'll go ahead and go. I can't even talk. Hi, I'm Magali, Mr. Sharp. Awesome.
Magali.
I'm sorry I missed you guys. I didn't even get to meet anybody, but I heard you guys had an amazing event. So congratulations on that. I really liked when Megan was presenting and how she used her children's swim meet to be able to show the confidence that that it gave the child twofold, because I have kids too that do sports. And so really, really good lesson to be able to teach them there and to build for them now. But more importantly, like, we don't know what response we're going to get. So we need to just ask the question, take that risk, and take a chance on what can happen, because you just never know. So that was my biggest takeaway that I wanted to share with everyone.
So true. So true. My dog's so excited too with that one. Oh, what did I have? I had a great one from Megan. You're right. Oh, it's so true. What is it? Every experience teaches. And I wrote that down. I actually highlighted that one because you're right. You know, being able to take the lesson from even her child, how that story resonated so strongly of, no, I'm going to compete against, you know, hey, I might not be able to beat him, but you know what? I'm going to try my best. And if I lose, oh, well. If I win, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to challenge myself. And we almost lose that as we age, as we get older, you know, that fear starts to set in more and more. We're faced with all these different challenges that happen. And it's like, it's sometimes good to just remind ourselves, sometimes we just need to go back to almost being a kid again, where we were fearless. Early today, I saw one of my friend's kids, and I think he's 4 years old. He's jumping off of like this brick landing that's the same height as him. And he does it just so, let's just go, I'm ready to jump. But here we are, we're so fearful to jump, to pick up a phone. That phone is just so heavy to and you're so right. You're so right. I mean, yes, Megan Williams, she tore the roof. It being in there, she tore the roof off of that place. Oh man, thank you for that. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yes, on that same line with Megan's child, it said to me, he had practiced so much, he was willing to challenge the best. And what I'm saying, a lot of times, once you get the confidence and the belief in ACN, it doesn't matter whether the garbage collector or the CEO. You got so much confidence in your game, it don't matter. And I liked it that. That's the way I related it.
Facts. So true. So true. Why do we care what someone says? Because the thing is, all we're doing is sharing. We're sharing. Just like we share a story we saw on the news. We share a story about something that happened. I just shared a story about my friend's kid. Great. You know, it's just a story. Why not share? Hey, I was able to help someone save 25% on their bill. I was able to just share a story. Even in the when Mr. Anthony Miles Woods was sharing about Vivint, share a story, show a video. I don't even know, share a video from your cameras. I mean, I even thought about it. So sometimes I'll go in the backyard and, you know, chase my dog around, and I'm like, why haven't I posted a video of me, you know, chasing my dog and falling and slipping? You know, why haven't I, you know, posted that, you know? So definitely it's a learning thing for me as well. I mean, I learned so much. So yeah, you're right. Love that. And you know what, if there's anyone else, we'll take one more person. If there's any other comment. Anyone?
How about you guys? It's
Ismail.
Hey guys. you know, it's been I don't know, this is I'm very, very shy, very quiet guy. And somehow, okay, some things, but not in everything. But here it's been like a family with you guys. I don't know where you are. I know you because we see each other every single morning. I don't miss any meeting. I learn from each one of you, and I'm thinking, what a family. I just love it. And Mr. Thomas is like I don't know. He's a wacko guy. I love that. He's a wacko guy. You know, he showed me his business card and say, I can do that. So I spend my time doing that. Here is my card. Not the same color as his, but you know, and you know what I'm doing now?
Passing them out.
Pass him out. Hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is what, if you're interested, this is what I can do for you. I could help you. Boom, boom, boom. What is this? Okay, I'll give you a call. Give me your number. I'll send you a video, a little clip, you know? They give it to me. They give it to me. They don't even hesitate. If I hesitate, they will hesitate. You know, it's just amazing. This is just, it's a process for me to learn how to do all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know, yes. I spent a long time, well, over a year and a half, because of the COVID. I didn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. I said, I'm not going to risk my life. And right now I'm from here and start making calls to people. And I never thought I was going to call them and tell them about this. It's just amazing. It's been very easy. No restrictions of anything. No arms. How do you get? No arm's length. I don't have that anymore. This is amazing. Thank you guys for doing that, for being so good example for me. Thank you.
Yes. It's Mr. Ishmael. Thank you for everything. You are on every call, which is commendable. And congratulations on getting those cards. You actually took action. So many of us have seen, you know, we get trained and we hesitate. Just like you said, if they hesitate, if you hesitate, your customers and people you meet are going to hesitate. Why are we hesitating and doing things that are going to help our business? So commendable to you for going in and taking action and getting those cards made. And you know what? Tú eres mi familia. Yes, yes. You are my family. So thank you, thank you. Yes. Oh, Miss Celia, I see your cards too, girl. All right. Yes. Yes, I see Miss Natasha Wong from Canada. Do you have a comment? I see your hand raised.
Yes. Hi, Jomar. Hi, family. Well,
hey.
I want to give a round of applause to, my company partner, Jomar, and also Mr. Sam Foster for taking the leadership. And I'm watching you guys virtually. Oh man, this is the first time I do feel like even virtually, I get that feeling of international event feeling back. And it reminds me how much I'm missing being in person in the international event. So the point I want to share is how the Elevate event is elevating people. Like remember, Chanel Burr was talking about, yes, she's kind of the big deal in our company, right? Her and her husband. But regardless your SVP, outside ASIN world, you might not be the big deal. You might be the big deal, but people do not know about. When she recruited that co-market, that person did nothing. But imagine if she wasn't brought her to the event literally transformed her co-market IBO to make him realize that's bigger than who she now is, bigger than everybody who he is. This is just bigger. And then also he realized, hey, you kind of big deal here. Oh my God, can you imagine the next few months before the next convention, how coachable that gonna bring that IBO to Chanel, right? So that's a good point.
Yes, no, that's such a great point. I think Miss Chanel Burt's story about the Uber driver was something that was it was so inspiring because it did not only showed persistence, it showed just like we said, who cares what that person says? Ask, share it with them, and then also that persistence, the persistency, and even in the follow-up, or I like to say follow through. She followed through. She also did one of the things that I've trained on is investing in her business. She was like, hey, if that's the one thing that's holding you back, I will take care of that cost. I just need you to be there. And if we all had that same tenacity and push and drive, we would all be on that stage as well. And so we need to, take that. That's such a great point, because I think we do really need to take those notes and to really put that in action, not just, oh, that was such an inspiring story. Like you said, Ms. Wong, it's, hey, let's put it into action and let's do what the SVPs are doing, because it's a path for success. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, I want to go ahead and just touch on two quick things here, and just want to say thank you guys for chiming in. I think it's so great to to have you guys jump on and share those things because hey, as I mentioned, one person might pick up something and it resonates with them. Something else might be picked up from someone else. So just thank you for jumping on because I know it's not always easy for everyone to take yourself off mute and to say something. But I just want to encourage you guys, and that's why I wanted to open up tonight's call with something that was very personal to me that I actually recorded for myself, not to share on this call, but it was something for me to document for myself. But you know what I said, if I'm going to ask you guys to open up and be personal and really share something about something that inspired you, I needed to do the same thing. So I'm not going to ask anyone to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And that's what what I wanted to do there. So, but I just want to share one thing with you. What I got from this weekend's event, and it is this. ACN equals home. ACN is my home. ACN is my home. We are family here. Being able to break bread with people's who I've seen on this call, faces I've seen on this call, it was truly inspiring. It's being able to work with a friend of mine, Mr. Sam Foster, to create an event that hosted so many people together and divvy out tasks and make sure this and hey, follow. This is home. It felt comfortable, walking into the event, even though, getting to the event late because of life and things like that. But, Mr. Thomas' pen falling off and this and that. When I walked in, as I mentioned, that energy, it just felt like home. And you guys really, truly inspired me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I'm so appreciative of each and every one of you. And I look forward to getting the chance to meet each and one of you. And hopefully that happens at the next event. So I just want to let you guys know, hey, let's wrap up Dallas Emerge. There's going to be, I'm sure Mr. Thomas is going to want to share some things throughout the week, maybe some videos and things like that, I'm sure. But hey, let's go. It's important. Yes, we've got the training, we've got that experience, we've got that money, but let's go and take action. So I also just want to share, hey, as a reminder, and even as Ms. Natasha mentioned, let's all go get registered for the next event. It is March 18th to 19th. Put it in your calendars. Put your kids, in where you need to put them, whatever you need to do. Let's make it happen. I'd love to see you guys there because, as Ms. Natasha said, there's nothing that can replace being there in person. So it's just so powerful just to be there in person and get that type of energy there in person. Now, I want to share one other thing here. All right, just wanted to show that in there. Let's go and get registered. Elevate, March 18th, 19th. I need to see you there. Let's not just take what we've learned and keep it in a notebook and that's it. No, we need to go and move our business. And hey, if you think you can't afford it now, go and make it happen. Go get some more customers, get those bonuses, get that money in your bank account. Go ahead and make it happen. Yes, because make the business pay for your trip. And yes, I can share that video. Here we go. I'm going to drop it into the chat so you can have it there. But it's just a little promotional video. There we go. So go ahead, copy it. But just want to finish it off there. And I just want to again say thank you to everyone. I'm very thankful for all you guys jumping in, sharing from your heart what you experienced, and blessing me, but also being able to bless everyone on this call and sharing that positive energy about what you got from the event. So again, thank you. I know it's not always hard to take yourself off mute and share, but hey, we're family. Just like Mr. Ishmael said, we are family. So thank you guys. That's all I have for tonight. So let's go out and get to it. I'm signing off from January 2022. This is my last one. So again, thank you guys. God bless. Have a good evening.